What up, Ho Biscuits? It's your girl Skitten, back at it again, here with my husband. Hello, husband.
When are you going to not be back at it again?
And foremost,
wait a minute.
I will forever be back at it. First and foremost, I hope you guys are doing well.
Right.
And I hope you guys are staying safe and sanitized. And also, I can't believe I missed it. I was watching like avidly for like, God, a week or so. I hit 72,000 subscribers.
You hit 72,000?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
From what?
Hey, man. This beautiful face and striking personality.
Well, what are you going to do for the 70, the big old 7-0?
I don't know. Like, I hit 70 and I was like, oh, snap, I missed 70. I'll do something when I hit like 71. And then I missed 70. And now I missed 70. I missed 3.
But it's good to have you. If you're new, the one thing you should know, I'm the beautiful one. She's the sassy one. And if we had like a star show, I would get most of the lines. And she'd be like that girl from that one show that wrote that book about her mom being like real abusive. And people liked the character, but she never really got any lines. That would be her.
Sam had plenty of lines.
Sam, that's her name. I almost forgot.
McCurdy.
I almost forgot. McCurdy. Almost forgot. You know? I did the famous one.
Thank you guys so much for 72,000 subscribers. It's very exciting. And when I hit 100,000 subscribers, y'all not gonna be able to tell me nothing. Y'all not gonna be able to tell me nothing, okay? Like I'm already kind of getting there, right? I'm already getting there. But once I hit 100K, it's a wrap.
Dude, at 100K, I think you should actually do something. Like bake a cake.
Okay.
Do like a cake baking video.
Like the Great British Bake Off.
With you and Dr. D.
And you.
Or you and Dr. D, you know?
And you.
I'd be the judge, so I can eat cakes.
You don't even like cake. I should be the judge.
But I would love to eat cake other people bake for me in competition for, and then I could critique it, which is really all I want to do. This tastes like crumbs, you donut.
Okay, Gordon. Anyways, that has nothing to do with anything that we're here to watch today. We are here to watch a Zefrank video. True facts, the smartest slime. You my slime. Right?
Thanks.
That's what the kids are saying these days.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's the correct response. I saw it in the dictionary.
I'm excited to see what this video has in store for us. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Wait, I'm sorry.
Yes.
What did that say?
Sponsored by Brilliant. Learn to think.
It said, true facts is not appropriate for children, nor for adults who don't act like children. Is that the only disclaimer I have to put in front of my videos, YouTube, to not get demonetized? Because I could do that. Oh, no.
This throbbing
right.
globlet here is something called a plasmodial slime mold.
A plasmodial slime mold. It looks like little spider eggs. Pulsating spider eggs.
It looks like maggots.
Oh, God.
It's not some unusual thing either. If you've taken a hike in the woods, chances are you've walked right by one and didn't even notice it.
Those things move?
And why would you? We're so damn superior. Now, they don't look like much, do they? And you have to speed up the footage to see them move. But let's stop right here for a moment. You see that ant right there? That ant is made up of about 20 million cells. The forest loogie that it's standing on, you know how many cells that is? 1. It's a single big f***ing cell. What? And there's bigger ones too.
I feel it. I feel it. Oh, I was not ready. You didn't tell me it was that kind of video.
I didn't know. I didn't preview the video first.
I was so interested because of the ant. He's making it move. Okay. All right. I got do it. Play it.
I don't want to.
Oh, God.
Play it.
Guys, I'm so sorry, guys. I should explain what's happening here with words. We're
disgusted.
There's only...
We're disgusted.
Good enough. Oh, God.
Some species can get up to 3 feet across. Now, you've seen big cells before. The yolk of an egg is a single cell, for example.
Oh, God.
But I think you...
Oh, God. I'm lightheaded. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This is not a horror. It's supposed to be a comedy video. I'm lightheaded. I don't know if I can do this.
We might have to switch videos. Do you want to switch videos?
Dude, I really want to watch it. Let's just try one more time. Because I really want to try to watch it.
We are 51 seconds into the video. There are 11. It's almost a 12-minute video.
Okay,
Do you want to switch videos?
Let's just try it.
You'd agree that the yolk of an egg can't exactly fend for itself. F***ing useless. And delicious.
Oh.
Jerry, enough with this footage. It's frightening.
Thank you.
Well, this one's worse.
You fucking set me up. All right, we gotta switch. We gotta switch.
Alright, so
Okay. The end.
Completely disregard the first 7 minutes of this video.
Bye. Have a good night. All right.
Okay, this one is about beavers.
I love
like
a beaver.
beavers.
And you like beavers. Yes, sponsored by Curiosity. And you know my favorite fact about beavers, even though they're disgusting and do horrible, unthinkable things, when you look at them, that's not what you think about.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I think beavers are fine. It's otters that do terrible things.
Oh, see?
Even better.
So let's just, you see, we're really trying to sell this. So here we go.
Sponsored by Curiosity
Beaver.
Stream. Smart TV for your smart TV. This is a beaver. You've probably heard of their dam building and tree cutting. Jerry, what's wrong with this beaver? He's not even trying. Look at him, he's drunk.
He quit.
Oh, that's better. It's a baby beaver. They're
A
very
baby
cute.
beaver.
However, aside from humans, no other living animal does more to modify its environment for its own purposes. Beavers like it wet, and they're very good at making things wet. But when? How does the beaver, and why does it beave? Here are true facts about the beaver.
Okay, I'm ready.
To understand the beaver, you should know that it is a rodent. Rodents are the furry little meatballs of the field and forest. Just the right size for a snack. Who among us has not wanted to beer batter a hamster at some point? Guilty. Those flies are waiting for the cafeteria to open. So, being delicious, one thing that rodents became very good at is hiding.
Why did they just show us that mouse's butt? Just like
He did it right after the fly comment too.
You could have found footage that didn't just show us his booty hole. Like, also, we've already made it farther in the video.
It was smooth sailing.
In the other video.
And rodent butt, not appetizing at all, but yet easier to consume
Not
than
as
any.
horrifying.
Yeah. Jeez. So
Old
weak.
school beavers weren't into all this swimming and tree-cutting business, but they could sure piss you off in a game of hide-and-seek. Look at this thing. When people first discovered it, they didn't know what it was. They called it the devil's corkscrew, because apparently the devil has big bottles of wine.
corkscrew.
Personally, I think devils bite.
I thought he said cockscrew.
Oh my God. Oh my God. People were just horrified back then. What is the devil's corkscrew? And you don't want to know what he does with the other end. Jesus Christ.
He's corkscrew. That makes sense.
Play it.
Icicle seed or devil's catheter would have been more devil-appropriate.
You
know what it is? It's the fossilized tunnel of Paleocastor, a beaver that lived 20 million years ago. See? Good at hiding. At some point, the ancestor of the modern beaver got into swimming. It's a good way to escape predators, especially if you're a clumsy, waddling football of flesh. On land, the beaver isn't exactly graceful, but in the water, it is exactly graceful. Its paddle tail, which is more flexible than a cat's, becomes a rudder. They tuck their little hands up under their chin and let their big webbed feet do the swimming. Underwater, a thin see-through membrane covers their eyes. Their nostrils close up, and they have extra flesh on the inside of their lips that can close behind their front teeth. This allows them to carry things and even eat down there without getting a mouthful of water. It's just like my mother used to say, you try and find an open orifice on an underwater beaver. Good luck with that. The other thing that happened along the way was that beavers developed a taste for wood. Now, anyone can get a taste for wood, but to actually eat it is another matter. You need the right equipment, and rodent teeth are the right equipment.
Wait.
Let me explain.
Wait, beavers actually eat the wood? I thought they just like gnawed at it.
Is he swallowing that?
I think he's eating it.
That's like a snack twig.
Yeah.
I thought they just use it like as a toothpick and they kind of spit it out.
I thought they just were chewing on it for fun. I really thought they just did it for utility purposes to build things.
Well, you know, like boars when they rub their tusks on stuff so that it doesn't pierce their mouth and skewer their skulls.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I thought it was like.
There are two main hard substances in a tooth, dentin and enamel. In our teeth, dentin helps anchor the tooth, and enamel forms a little cap that sticks out of our gums.
Right.
Enamel is incredibly hard, the hardest thing our body makes, shush now, and it protects our teeth from wear and tear and forms a chewing surface. Enamel is made from densely packed crystals of a mineral called hydroxyapatite. That's right.
That's
our teeth
hideous.
are made
That's
from
horrible.
something
I
called
don't like that.
apatite. That's like a dad joke time bomb.
Yeah.
But you can't just fart a crystal out. It's a whole process. Special cells called ameloblasts crawl around and leave a little snail trail of proteins behind them. Crystals then grow on these proteins. See those little cross-hatched
No,
lines?
I don't.
Each one of those lines was created by a single ameloblast cell. Up close, enamel is like a woven tapestry of crystal. So when teeth grow in your mouth hole, dentin is formed and enamel is layered on top of it. But when they're done, the cells that make enamel self-destruct and disappear. And that's it. If you break your enamel, you can't grow any back.
Yep.
That's okay for us because we eat relatively soft things like delicious meats and cheeses. But other animals like horses have to really chew the shit out of their food.
Oh my God.
And they would wear through our little enamel nubbins in no time. The enamel in horse teeth is laid out in sort of tube-like shapes that run up the length of the tooth. These are long teeth that slowly emerge as the horse ages. Here you can see the teeth of a young, healthy horse.
Wow.
I mean, not that healthy. Its flesh is missing, and it's been cut in half. But healthy before that. Anyway, here is an old horse, and you can see that the teeth are almost completely gone.
Guys, this doesn't freak the hell out of you? Like, seriously? Like, honestly? Because I can't... Watching teeth being in the mouth is horrifying.
I don't like that.
And the only thing worse than me to this is when they have the teeth on the outside and the baby teeth in the back, or the adult teeth in the back. That scene is just... I can't take that.
This
actually.
horse won't be able to eat much longer because it's lost its
I was gonna say,
appetite.
it's dead.
That's it. So what about rodent teeth? Well, we'll get to that after a brief message about our sponsor.
Okay.
Oh, you son of a
Curiosity
bitch.
Stream has thousands of
I
shows
need
and
a break.
movies about all sorts of topics. Nature, history, science, food, whatever tickles your knowledge bone. And it's only $14.99 for an entire year. I didn't know things could cost that little anymore.
That's cheaper than a Costco membership.
They charge you $14.99 just to look at gas prices these days. And gas stations don't have shows like The Great Penguin Rescue. There's a
don't.
transition for you. It's a show about these penguins in South Africa that didn't get the memo that they should be living somewhere freezing. So instead, they hang out on beaches, which is crazy. Anyway, some of them need rescuing from time to time, and it turns out that it's not as easy as you might think. Sure, they can get a little bitey, but they're very cute. But if adorable penguins aren't your thing, there are 35 collections of curated programs hand-picked by experts. Check it out. Go to curiositystream.com/Zefrank and use code Zefrank to sign up. Just $14.99 for the whole year.
And also, when you cancel your Netflix subscription, you can use Curiosity Stream in the meantime to figure out what you're going to do.
Have we been saying his name wrong the whole time?
Yeah, you said Zefrank.
Zefrank.
Yeah, you said Zefrank. You're the French speaker, so I'm disappointed in you.
It's not Zefrank?
Don't you speak French?
I don't think his
What
name
is
is...
the-
His name is not French!
What does the Z sound make in French, Jacqueline?
It's just Z. Zed.
What is one word in French that starts with the letter Z, Jacqueline?
I don't know. Zanahoria. That's Spanish.
You don't know, do you? You fake French harlot. It's
I'm a fan and
Zefrank.
happy to have them as a sponsor. Where were we? Oh, right. Rodents have some next-level toothage.
Okay.
Their front teeth never stop growing, and their
I knew it.
enamel-producing cells don't self-destruct.
I knew it.
These teeth don't have a root like ours do, but they start crazy far back in the
What
head.
the
These
hell?
front teeth have two basic layers, dentin in the back and enamel in the front. But right on the front surface, there is a thin layer of enamel that has iron incorporated into it.
What?
This is what makes it orange, but it also makes it extra hard. And because of this, the front of the tooth wears down more slowly than the back. And you know what that means? Their teeth are essentially a self-sharpening chisel. Look at that right there. This one's sort of shading strips of wood with his bottom teeth. Now, beavers only eat a very thin layer on the outside of the tree.
Oh, okay.
That's the living tissue where
That's-
the
okay,
nutrients
that
are.
makes more sense.
And they prefer smaller, tender branches and even leaves.
So
But
I
they
was right about the snack branch.
You were right.
Yeah.
go through the ones they can reach and that are close to the safety of water fairly quickly. To get to the higher branches, they couldn't be bothered to learn how to climb, like basically
So they
every
learned
other
to
rodent.
bite the
Beaver
tree
was
down?
all like, I don't go to branches, friggin' branches come to me. So when
That's so
beavers cut
badass.
down trees, they're not eating that part of the tree. They're just bringing the good stuff closer to the ground.
That's hilarious.
Now, to begin, beavers will usually make a
crazy.
deep cut on one side. It's like a game of chicken between a tree and a beaver head, to the death.
Right.
If
To
unsquished,
the
the
death.
beaver will move to the other side to finish up. They listen carefully for any cracking sounds to make sure they can waddle away slowly to safety.
And there we go.
Funny, dude. And
Now,
now
there's a
feasting
scientist
time.
that suggests that beavers can actually control the direction of the tree fall, planning the cuts so the trees fall toward the water where the beaver is safe. But it's not
Interesting.
clear if this research was peer-reviewed. Jerry, that's a typo. It's peer-reviewed. No, I'm not saying the same thing. I'm saying peer, like someone in the same field. No, they're not peeing in a field, Jerry. No one's peeing. Just leave it. Once the tree is horizontal, the beaver will start cutting branches down to size and dragging them back to the water. There, they will eat them or submerge them and store them for later. Remember, it's just a thin layer on the outside that they eat, so there's a lot of stick garbage left over and lying
Right.
around. One idea is that beavers evolved a set of fairly simple instincts about what to do with all those sticks. One instinct that even baby beavers have is pile stuff on top of other
pile
stuff.
it.
And just that can have some perks. Here, look at this big bank with a beaver hole in it. Starts off as just a regular old tunnel in the dirt. Then they start piling sticks on the ground above. A little weird, but that's enough to prevent the ground from freezing where they sleep. And when the dirt roof of their little tunnel collapses, they've got a wood roof. But it's not just a pile of sticks. They have an instinct to fill in gaps and
With
smooth
mud.
things out. They bring in piles of mud with their little hands and pack it all
So
in there. But they don't
cute.
do this on the part that's furthest from the water, creating some airflow. Let's face it, beavers can get a bit musky, and they keep at it. If the water rises, they can build up higher. And
Wow.
pretty soon, they're not living in the dirt. They're living in a stick condominium. They
Yeah.
can build these homes out in the middle of a pond, too.
That's
They're
cool.
like little engineers.
I know. And they're just like, just comes naturally to me, man. You know,
Right.
I was just eating one day and thought, why not build a mansion?
Unlike some of us, they don't have parents that tried to pressure them into getting a degree in a field like engineering that they didn't want because it felt like they were getting the soul sucked out of them and the happiness drained from their lives. They were just born to be engineers.
I mean, I failed math class like once. You didn't have to like go so hard on me, like Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mom. I know you really.
Oh, you're talking about yourself.
I know you really wanted that for me.
Your mom wanted you to be I thought she wanted you to be like an English major and read books for a living.
No, she wanted me to be an engineer. I wanted to be the English major and read books for a living.
you're-
And now I'm on YouTube.
Yeah, you're so far from that.
Far from everything that I was supposed to do in my life.
We strayed so far from God.
Meanwhile, these beavers are out here doing exactly what they're supposed to do.
They don't build it around themselves like a bird's nest. Same basic rules. Build a pile, pack it in, and then tunnel into it and make yourself some rooms.
Nice.
It's cozy in there. I know what you're thinking. What is that beaver doing? Well, that beaver's eating chili right out the can, so to speak. You see, the
Wow.
problem with eating wood is that it's wood. It's not
Wow.
like a ding-dong with a creamy center. I mean, it's actually
Wow.
freaking wood. So to digest it, the
Really?
beaver has to eat it twice. After the first go-round, I guess it still has some flavor. Like if you found some leftover chewing gum. That
This
is
man does not
Disgusting.
love us.
Disgusting.
I could not figure out why we don't watch
Disgusting.
Zefrank. This is it. This is it.
been in your ass. So not only do beavers have to chew the crap, found some leftover chew twice. After the first go-round, I guess it still has some flavor. Like if you found some leftover chewing gum that had been in your ass. So not only do beavers have to chew the crap out of their food, they have to chew the food out of their crap. All right, I'm done. Anyway, that's what they do, and the end product is essentially sawdust.
Wow.
But that's not all that comes out the back of a beaver. They have anal glands, and I'm not talking about glands that get uptight when you're late for a party. I'm talking about glands in their anus that produce an oily substance that the beavers rub all over their body. It's like when you waterproof your shoes with a bit of oil, except this comes out of their butt. Those
What?
back paws there, by the way, have a special grooming claw on them. It has 2 nails on it, like a really cheap comb, but it helps get that butt oil all up in there. And that's not all. There's another tap on that backside soda fountain. They have castor sacs near the base of their tail, which produces Castorium. It's a yellowish goo they use for scent marking. Beavers build these little piles around their territory. They climb up on them and they sort of fart out some Castorium. Told you. You get a whiff of that, you know whose turf it is. It's also how females communicate that they are ready to mate. Apparently, Castorium smells and tastes kind of sweet and leathery, and it's been used in perfumes and food.
Get the hell out of my cabinet! Your butt beaver smells.
Someone was the first person to figure that out. Guys, check this out. The stuff that comes out of a beaver's ass tastes just like vanilla. Anyway, what beavers do inside their own home is their business. Oh my. You could open a beer with that yawn. It's very cozy in their butt. It's very cozy in there. But if you live in a house that's half underwater, you're going to have to deal with leaks. Beavers are very sensitive to the movement and sound of water where it's not supposed to be.
Got it.
And when they find a leak, they do it right. They go round to the outside to fix it. The sound of water also seems to be an important trigger for dam building. It's not the constant sound of rushing water, but rather the uneven burbling of water moving over an obstruction. Under the right conditions, when beavers hear this sort of sound, they seem to want to stop it. First, they'll put a pile of sticks right at the source of the sound. On the downstream side, they'll pin some larger branches as cross braces against the current.
They're so smart.
Then on the upstream side, they'll pack it in with finer materials. Sound familiar? So this mini dam is now on top of the source of the original sound. But the water goes around it and makes new pockets of sound. So the beaver beeves and the rest of the dam gets built. It's almost like you could think of dam building as the plugging of a very large leak.
Right.
You know what some people do? They play water sounds through loudspeakers to try to trick beavers into building dams in specific places.
That's hilarious.
Got some time on your hands if you're messing with beavers like that. These dams can flood massive areas. This extends the beaver's territory, but it also stabilizes the water level and creates a predictable environment. Most rodents don't really have these kinds of predictable environments, so they make lots of babies as a kind of insurance, and they don't invest a lot in raising them. That often means high infant mortality. But beavers took matters into their own little creepy hands and evolved to control their environment. So they do it different. They form monogamous pairs, often for life, and they care for their babies for a couple of years. And this is important because
monogamous pairs for life, baby.
Get your butt wiping hands off me. Maybe you have to gland me. I don't want that.
Just like beavers.
And they care for their babies for a couple of years. And this is important because the instincts in young beavers need to be refined by watching and learning from their parents. Their first attempts at dam building are pure crap, and their first lodges are like the first apartments that kids get after college.
Our first apartment was very nice.
Dude, we lucked out, though. They just renovated like a garbage dump, and then we moved right in.
You know, there's a lava lamp, a futon, and a half-eaten bagel. And the futon's so gross, you choose to sit on the bagel. And he's all like, where's my bagel? And you've got explaining to do. But over time, these young beavers will learn how to build incredible... Oh my gosh, did you see that? The big beaver took the stick and the little one headbutted him. Jerry, did you see it? It was a real headbutt. He used his head on his butt. Play it again, Jerry. No, don't fade it out. Oh, you're still mad about the peer review thing, aren't you? No, Jerry, I do understand what you heard. You heard peer, like that's one who pees, so right? But Jerry, that's not a word. Queer isn't one who quees. It would need 3 E's in it. Peer. What? Seer? Oh, that's interesting. Seer is sort of like what you're saying.
Oh, my God. Well, this video started out in a very dark place.
I forgot that happened. And you know what? I would like to go back to a place where I forget that existed.
But I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Aside from the first 7 minutes, we had a fantastic time.
What's the name of that fear?
Okay, so the fear that we really have is trypophobia. That's the one with the holes. Yeah. I don't know what fear of moving slime is. That's different.
No, that's related for me. That's the same feeling I have. Yeah. When I saw that thing move, that's the exact same feeling I have.
Yeah, it was super disgusting.
Anyways, that doesn't exist.
We will take a gander at some more Zefrank videos, but not that one. So
leave a suggestion, but not that suggestion or anything like it.
Other than that, peace out, Hope Biscuits. It's Skittenlit.
I feel like I just ran a mile.